Jonathan and I are heading to Lisa Aston's to have a look at her master bedroom. Oh, it's so pretty.
So we're really going to change it?
I want to be really true to the house, being traditional and old, but I want it a little updated, maybe a little hipper.
Courtney and I are meeting with Tracy Robinson.
So here's the room.
And I guess it's time to finish it off.
Yes.
And make it perfect.
Yes.
We're doing all the final touches, moving everything in. Lisa's here.
Why does this always make me just a bit nervous?
I know. Hello.
Oh my gosh,
What do you
you
think?
all.
Pearson Company is my dream. I get to live it every day, along with my talented team of designers.
You never know what's going to come in the door or who you're going to work with.
What I love doing is being that person that can walk in and say, absolutely, I get your dream, and we can make it happen.
I'm the new kid on the block, and I'm looking forward to blowing people's minds.
I've never been in a place that was as creative as this environment is.
So, you know, I've been working with Lisa Aston for about 4 or 5 years, and we are now going to do the master bedroom. Catherine, since you so wonderfully helped me in the other room,
I love working with Lisa.
She's great.
and Lisa loves working with you.
Okay. Great.
So we have that going on, and then I got a nice little phone call from Tracy Robinson, now moving into her living room.
Okay.
That's really the order, you know. So you two work on that. You're going to help me on Aston.
Nice.
The rest of you about all the other issues.
Jonathan and I are heading to Lisa Aston's to have a look at her master bedroom, and I'm really excited to find out what she wants us to do in there.
Hey.
Hi, come on in.
Lisa. How have you been?
How about you?
Doing great.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
So we're here to work on another room, huh?
We are.
Yay.
Actually, the master.
That's right.
Well, let's get started.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, follow you. Oh, it's so pretty.
So we're really going to change it?
I know.
I think we're going to change it. I want to be really true to the house, being traditional and old, but I want it a little updated, maybe a little hipper, something warmer and cozier.
We were thinking of maybe bringing a paper.
Okay.
I would love to do a paper that has some movement and is classy and elegant and kind of, from there, let's create this room.
Okay.
Wallpaper can have an amazing impact in a room. Between the color, pattern, and texture, it can really make a statement. Wallpaper with a bold pattern is perfect for this space because it's not very large. Using a bold print on smaller spaces actually can give the illusion that it's larger than it is.
I like the idea of simplicity, and so I thought maybe we could just look at
this
some
is
of these
beautiful.
options here.
Yes.
Okay, this is
If we
nice.
stop here, I love this. I
love that.
I love the color.
It's beautiful.
It's a little moody, not too severe.
And it's that great putty color that you
Yeah.
love.
This
I
is
love-
beautiful.
I can
Okay.
totally get behind this. Can you?
Yeah, oh, I love it. I think it's
That's
beautiful.
awesome. When selecting a wallpaper, the process is the same as selecting a rug, a chair, or a draped fabric. It's the pattern and the color. They both have to speak to you.
I love the idea of having an upholstered headboard. Maybe if it was tufted, it would give a little bit more softness to it.
Okay.
And I don't know about you, Jonathan, but I would like to see the height of this bed come up a little
like
bit
it.
more. That way it really makes a statement on that wall.
Definitely.
And
Much more
becomes the
present.
exactly, it becomes the focal point. And having that tufting
Love it.
makes it so luxurious and makes you just want to, crawl into bed.
I do want to keep, at least get new sconces. I'm assuming we get to replace them, but knowing that you read.
Right.
that's
I do
important.
need them to be functional.
Yeah.
I'd like for them to continue to move.
Okay.
I think we make those a little more special
Okay.
and have a little bit of fun. But we have your bedside tables, and that's another option. You can either keep it simple, light storage, or it can be something that has drawers, that you can keep more things in.
It's practical for what it does, but it's a little cluttered.
Sure.
If we had either some underneath storage or storage that could hide things away, it'd be really great.
Okay.
And we're hearing the room's changing with your palette, obviously,
Okay.
color. So bed linens would change with the new bed, right?
All right.
So that'll be fun to change. And we
Sounds like a shopping trip.
I would love a shopping trip. We love shopping
We
trips.
love to go shopping.
But we have another important spot, which is this wall over here.
Yeah.
And I would really love to see a wardrobe. Something that you could go all the way up with, has doors on it. Maybe it has definitely shelving. Maybe it has some drawers. I want it to be tall because I think in this room the key is getting everything as tall as the drapes.
Yes.
Dealing with the size of the room is interesting because we can't move the bed. So we don't have a lot of options to really change up the layout. but I want it to feel fresh and new. So I think by adding a wardrobe, which will give us more storage, making sure the bedside tables are special, I think is going to give the room a little bit more character. It's going to change it up for her. We're back at Lisa's today to show her everything that we've been playing around with for the last couple of weeks. So hopefully she's going to love it as much as we do.
This was actually kind of what we were thinking of off one of the beds that you had actually mentioned to me over the phone, was that you love that tufting. And what's great about this is it gives the illusion that it rolls over, but then it stops on the back.
On the headboard.
Exactly,
Okay.
so it doesn't make the bed protrude out any further into the room.
I just want to change out the legs, and I would love to put acrylic there and just give it a little bit more light. It floats.
That's great.
It's a little sleeker.
Yeah, I love infusing it with something that's not quite as heavy as that. It would definitely make it lightened up.
So moving into fabric, I want to show you just a couple of options and then see which one you really like. Okay. You know, we want to draw out this really cool patina
Right.
in the wallpaper that's happening here in the silver, okay?
I'm probably leaning toward these two.
This is a silk. It's going to be real, and it's going to be a little bit more shiny than this.
That
And I
probably
know-
would direct me this way then.
And there's a way we'll layer this to make sure when it blends with the wallpaper, we want it to have contrast.
Right.
But I really want to make sure we get the right color.
Okay.
And the right way to lay it.
I think the perfect fit is probably the bed fabric. I think it's going to really make a great statement against the wallpaper, which I was a little sort of skeptical about in the beginning, but I think seeing those together, I think it's going to look really great.
The other thing in the room that I think will really add the weight and balance out is that wardrobe. And we found one with mirrors
Excellent.
and wood.
Oh, what a pretty
And a
finish.
beautiful, beautiful
That's a
finish.
beautiful finish.
The mirrors on the armoire are going to help make this room look bigger. Just like putting a mirror on the wall gives the illusion that the space is larger, it's the same effect with this piece of furniture, except now she's going to have more storage.
I kind of found something I really love, and it's a light fixture. It's glass and steel. Drum
Really
light.
great. It's really great. It's very handsome.
I love drum shades. I don't want your room to be overly feminine.
Right.
You know, you are married, hello. So I felt like this gives us a little bit of a woman's elegance and a man's charm.
Yeah, it's a great combination.
So we're going to raise it up a little bit more. Again, trying to raise everything in the room so that it feels taller.
All right.
Okay, this is
It's
the
great
master
looking.
suite. So I want it to feel big.
Okay.
So these are the options for your room. I mean, we're just missing the bed linens, and I think we should do that locally. I think it'd be fun.
That'd be a good shopping
This is
day.
the room, if you like it.
I think it's fantastic. It's
Okay, good.
exactly what I was hoping for.
Yay! I'm really excited about how the entire room is coming together, but I think that between the wallpaper and all the other things that she likes and that we like together, it is going to be an unbelievable room.
Courtney and I are meeting with Tracy Robinson. She has a wonderful living room and just needs some finishing touches to make it perfect. Tracy!
Hey, lady, how are you? So good to see you.
Hey there!
Hello, friend.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
We've got to show Courtney this amazing room.
I can't wait. I can't wait. It's right here. So here's the room.
Yes.
Looks familiar.
I love this room.
I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it.
And I guess it's time to finish it off
Yes.
and make it perfect.
Yes.
You know, when I first walked into the room and I saw those yellow pillows with the beautiful damask pattern on them, you know, it just jumped out to me as something that we could build the whole room around.
right.
I absolutely love these pillows. So I think that this is going to be our launching point for the room. So let's just look through some options and see what jumps out to you. Drapes right now are texture, not a lot of pattern.
Right.
What do you see there?
I want pattern, and I was thinking bold,
Okay.
but I could be persuaded otherwise.
Well, let's look at some options and let me see where your eye steers. Like, look at this.
Oh, I see.
It is.
Oh my gosh, that's got this yellow.
It has the yellow. It also
this.
has some of the neutral tones that you have in the room.
Nice.
This is what I would call a complementary fabric. Because drapes are such a strong visual component in a room, the texture, the color, the pattern that you select really should complement what you do in the rest of the room and avoid clashing with it. What you've got is texture. you're talking about wanting a bold pattern, but I think it should be patterned but subtle. And so if you imagine something like this where it's going to pop those a little bit of yellow into the room.
And will there be more fabric?
Yeah, that's the other thing is what I'd like to do is raise the rod, put them on rings, and do you full working drapes so that you can close it and you have full privacy.
Okay. Perfect.
Because right now they're just stationary panels.
Right.
Narrow stationary drapery panels sometimes just don't have the impact that you want them to have in your room. In this case, we've selected a pattern, we've done full working drapes. They're going to provide privacy, they're going to be working for them, but then they make the statement that we need. And now you have these great chairs over here.
I love them, and I'm sentimental about them.
Yeah.
But they need a back cushion.
Yes, they do. They need a great
time.
cushion.
Right.
What I'm thinking, you've got this sheen on the sofa. What if we brought something like that over here?
But not a solid.
Not a solid.
Because I'm thinking more pattern would be really
Yeah.
great.
Look at this.
There's my bold.
There's your bowl.
There's my bold.
I love doing bold in pillows because when you get sick of them, when you get bored with the look, you can change it and you've not committed to an entire piece.
Right. I love it. I gotta feel it.
It's the same texture as the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the room, we have a hold and we have a space that we need a bench or we need a pair of chairs or we need something to complete the sitting area.
Which I happen to have
You happen to have what?
a pair of chairs.
Okay.
You don't look excited about
Well,
said
they're not in
chairs.
here. So I need to have them recovered.
Okay, recovered. So why don't you shoot us over a picture of them?
Okay.
But I'm thinking we
That would be
may want to bring
amazing.
this
A
back
whole
in.
chair.
You're saying you can try to find this fabric?
Oh, I'll find it.
Okay.
I'll dig around and I'll find this.
That'd be great.
Yeah. And then over in the corner over here, we have this little floating chair. I love your round pillow, but we need to lose the orange. What if we looked at recreating your decorative pillow
Okay.
with this bold print? If you have a perfectly good pillow, sometimes it's worth it to just recover it and not purchase something new. Just select fabrics that work well with what you're doing in the rest of the room and it's brand new again. And then we find some kind of simple textured fabric for the seat itself. Let's see here. I love that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Kinda sassy.
That's a little sassy.
You know, you can really have a big impact on a room without spending a lot of money. If you select a color that you love, in Tracy's case it was yellow, and you infuse it throughout the room with pillows and accessories, you really give the room a cohesive pop of color, and you can easily change it out when you want.
I think we're going to find the perfect bed linens in
I
here.
know, I hope so. Jonathan and I are meeting Lisa Assen at one of our favorite linen stores. When choosing bed linens, the key is to choose luxurious fabrics that add texture and dimension. For example, say you have a velvet headboard, you may want to add linens that are silk. Or for a more casual look, add cotton or linen to the mix.
We kind of brought everything we were doing in your bedroom here, so that you know
Oh,
you
it's
get
good
a
to see it again.
You remember the paper?
When it comes to bedding, I really prefer things that are simple and tailored. I probably prefer texture to pattern, and most of all, I'm really interested in it being very comfortable.
And I think a bed is personal to the point that it really is about how you want to live your life. Do you want it to be complicated and have 25 pillows?
Simpler would be better.
And
Yes.
so we were kind of thinking your sleeping pillow,
Right.
and then stacking a more decorative pillow
Perfect.
on top, so it layers on the bed.
I like
Nothing's
that.
standing up. Is that
Okay.
okay? And again, we don't want a lot of pattern. We want this room being about the paper,
Yeah.
you know, and
I like
everything
the
supports.
texture without the pattern.
I mean, what if we did add pattern back in the room and did something like this? But get this, this is the front side, this is the back side.
Oh, I like the backside better.
I know.
I figured you would.
Could you use the backside to make a
I don't
pillow?
see why not.
I think we do.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we need this. I mean, this is beautiful together, but it's again, it's kind of
Oh,
expected.
this is more interesting, though.
Yeah, there's something.
Absolutely.
There's a
agree.
punch of something in there that makes the pattern stand out. You
But
actually,
look,
you notice the
it
pattern.
doesn't fight with the paper. So I think we should get a discount on that because really, if we can't use the front of the fabric, we should
The
use
true
the back.
design, it's the
I'm just
back.
saying, you know. Sometimes when looking at fabrics, you realize the back side is actually the one you're looking for, and it's actually okay. In this case, it actually was the more deeper color versus the real side, which was lighter. I'm excited. This is great.
Well, I love everything you've chosen.
Now we've got all of our pieces together. Bed linens was the last thing. And so now we're going to get the wallpaper, schedule just some few fixes with the room, and move the furniture in, and hopefully have a happy client.
You shouldn't undervalue the accents in a room. A pillow is, some people think it's just a pillow, but it can set a chair off, it can make it be a statement piece in the room, and so making smart decisions on all of your accents is the way you pull a room together successfully. All right, last final touch right before she gets here.
Final touch. It looks so great in here.
Doesn't this feel like her?
Yes.
Flowers?
Feels just like her.
Tracy.
Hello.
Look at your room.
It's gorgeous.
Do you love it?
It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, my chairs.
Look at your chairs. Come check them out.
They're beautiful.
Look at your drapes.
That's
Can I
the big
touch?
change.
Yes, touch.
These are beautiful. And they're higher.
Yep. The drapes, from a design standpoint, I think raising them all the way to the ceiling and adding that extra height in the room, it just draws your eye upwards. It makes the room breathe a little bit more. And I think the size of the window is better balanced, having full working drapes so that the panels on either side are larger as well.
I'm so glad you like
Look
it.
at your little chair, I know.
Chair.
Your little
Look
circular
at
pillow.
this. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great?
How cute is that?
It's beautiful.
It's just a
love
refresh
it.
of what was already there, but it looks so good with everything else. You know, it's cool you've got all of these patterns going on in the room, but they're all really working together. I can see you love that one.
I love this one.
We did the miter cut so that, you know,
Kind of have a retro feel.
I
well,
like
which
that.
is what it needs in those chairs.
Right. Killer. Right.
Tracy has a beautiful room. It was beautiful when we walked in. I think the finishing touches, the little final elements that we pull in the room with drapes, with some more fun pillow fabrics, and then those great chairs that we had recovered. I think that's the thing that takes the room from just being beautiful to being finished and feeling complete.
Now that's a light fixture.
We're at Lisa Aston's today, and we're doing all the final touches, moving everything in. Lynn finished doing the electrical today, tweaking the lighting, and then Jared had already finished up the wallpaper earlier, but now he's covered all the electrical covers so that they'll just blend right into the wallpaper and kind of go away.
Jared, the wallpaper looks amazing. Oh man. I mean, the seams, I can't see them, the color. What's the trick? What's the trick?
It's called wiring. It's pushing the paper together, pushing the seam so it's real tight, and then rolling it down.
Man, it looks awesome. And here she is.
Check
Wow.
this out. Isn't this
That's
fantastic?
amazing. We reversed the fabric and it worked. Great.
I love it. I really love Lisa's room. I'm excited though about the chairs that we had reupholstered. They were handed down to her from a family member, and I think to be able to keep an element that was already there and just make it new and pop in the room is going to be great.
The profile's better with these cushions
I know.
being a little fuller.
Well, and it makes the chairs a little taller.
And they feel tall.
Yeah, that is great.
Let's grab some art.
Okay.
I'm worried about the art in this room.
Yeah.
In putting art over busy paper, you have to watch what is the style.
See what you think.
I'm concerned with the wallpaper being
Yeah.
a bit busy.
Well, and the floral and the
See,
floral.
that's not
yeah.
gonna work. It was tricky because I didn't want a botanical on a botanical. So I'm gonna lean a little more abstract, a little bit more landscape, and I think we're gonna find the right thing that marries the room together.
Okay, Lisa's here.
She here?
She's here, so she's gonna be coming up to see it.
Why does this always make me just a bit nervous?
I know. To me, this is the ultimate room because it's her bedroom. And I think we did it. I am beyond excited about this room. Hello?
Oh my gosh, you all. This is fabulous. Look!
New bed.
Oh, the bedding. I haven't seen it before. Oh, it's incredible. Look at
think?
this.
Love that.
I love the mirror. The new armoire is great. It gives us some storage that we were really, really missing in this room. I was concerned that it'd be a little too big, but the size of it really is perfect for the space that it's in. I think it's going to be a great addition to the room. The chairs are like brand new. Oh, it's really terrific.
Does it feel like it's here?
I can't believe it. It's completely transformed. I can't believe it. You all did a great job.
Now, you don't like pattern.
I do now.
What do you think about the wallpaper?
This is
I mean, it's kind of like, hello,
It's
pattern.
beautiful, though. The wallpaper actually was probably the thing I was most concerned about, the pattern, the darkness of it, but the overall effect has been fantastic. I think it adds a depth and a warmth to the room. The drapes are beautiful and tailored and really a nice finishing touch.
What did you think about the height of the headboard? Because
I like it.
it's a little bit taller than the original one.
It's so much more substantial. It really does. It's a real presence in the
Yeah,
room.
it
really
That
is.
was a really great call.
And the tufting and the detail. And did you see the acrylic legs? Since we're talking about the bed.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
They're
And I
great.
love how all of the light accents really, they add a lot of visual interest without taking up that space.
Right.
They're fantastic.
Well, I have to tell you, the art was the trickiest thing in the room. Just the pattern on the wall and trying to put, we tried some botanicals, collision. And then we tried things like this. This is landscape.
Oh, that's beautiful. The art's fantastic in the bedroom. I think that they probably had to work pretty hard to find just the right thing, but it's simple, it's beautiful, it's elegant, and it adds a really nice touch to the room. I have to
So-
say, this light fixture, sort of in contrast to the floral paper, is just perfect. It's just the right amount of masculinity.
And there's actually 8 lights in it. It illuminates at the top and illuminates in the lower drum as well.
I love it. I think you all did a terrific job. It's beyond what I could have imagined. I couldn't be happier with the new master bedroom. In this case, the whole is really greater than the sum of the parts. I thought all of the things they brought were fabulous, but I could not have imagined the finished product really suiting our needs more. It's beautiful, it's warm, it's very inviting, and I really see that for years to come, we'll spend lots of time enjoying this space.